Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Lobotomy, where we're currently on the Mist scenario, which is the second scenario of this particular playthrough, and we're just about to start episode 12 and turn 22. I don't think there was anything from last turn really to change. I think we're okay, so what we can do is we can go straight across to the player area, can do our cooldowns, and then we'll come back and our first player is going to be Beatrice. And here we are at the player area. Now, the only person who's got any sort of cooldowns is Helena, so she's going to go down one on her hypnotising eyes and one on her firewall. That's it for her. As I mentioned, Beatrice is going next, so let's zoom in and see what she is going to do. And here we are with Beatrice. She's just in here with the purple base, and the first thing she's going to do is, yes, she's a killing machine, and that's what she's going to continue doing. So, first of all, let's put this nurse out of her misery. She does have 4 hits on her, thanks to the firewall that was put down by Helena. Will that fit in there? Can we see it? We can. Okay, we're going to roll... What is it? She's going to use a pistol, so she can fire from range. That'll give her 5 dice with fire, with 1 range, +1... to attack rolls. Brilliant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we only need 1 hit. The nurse does have a defense, but we're going to ignore that because we have fire. So good stuff. And ooh, I think we've only just done it as well. All these go up by 1, so that went up to a 3, that went up to a 4. She hits on a 4, doesn't she? No, she hits on a 3, so actually it was only the ones that missed. All the others hit, so that's 4 hits, which is more than good enough to get rid of this nurse. So we'll get rid of her. I've lost one of my markers, I've just found it again, and everything is funky. So put the nurse back up there. So that's great. We've killed a nurse. There is still a marker in here because we've still got 1 firewall marker left, so that's great. Okay, so she's done that with her first action. With her second action, she's going to attack the other nurse, and it's going to be exactly the same deal. 5 dice with her pistol, and, well, for a start, she got 2 6s. That 4 goes to a 5. Both these 3s go to 4s. And she hits on a 3 anyway, so that's 5 hits. Even if we were using, I can't find the 4, even if we were counting her defense, which we're not because we've got fire, she would still be blown away. So that's great news. So she's killed 2 of those nurses, and the tough nurses. But fortunately, we have given Beatrice one of the best weapons in the game, and she's carving it up. Right, so she's got 1 action left, and she's still going to have 1 action left because she is going to use her artificial leg to move out here for free, and then she's going to move again into here, into A1, and that'll be her last action. And yes, she's done a bit of killing there, and we can start moving up towards A. It's A, isn't it? Yeah, up there is A quadrant. That's where the mist is, and we're just going to come through here. The reason we're coming through here in this suite of rooms is there are 3 memories in this room, and there are 2 lockers. So we'll go this way, and hopefully the mist won't move, or the mist will come back to D quadrant. We'll have to see. Okay, that is it for Beatrice. Next up will be Nicholas Jackson, and here we are with Nicholas. We didn't have to go far. He is going to spend 2 of his actions to move, so he's going to go 1, 2, and he's also going to go into D1 here. And what he's going to do, though, is he is going to pick up, with his last action, he's going to pick up this memory. So pop that over there. We'll get his memory deck. He's only got 4 skills at the moment, and he has no memories. So I think him and Helena should start picking a few of these up, and perhaps Beatrice as well if she gets 5 minutes when she's not killing everything. Bernard already has his 6 skills, so he should be alright for the time being. So what is our memory? Oh, it's a memory strip. These are bad. And it's the same memory strip. They really should have done more than these. We've seen this twice now. So this is the generic one. Memory strip 2, your childhood friend. That's the one where he meets you, you know, and you can't wait to get away. And we've got to roll an imagination test. If we fail, we will lose 1 of our insanity, unfortunately. I'll put that memory strip over here, put his memory deck back, and then we'll do the roll. So his imagination is pretty good, 7. So we've got to roll under a 7 with 2 dice. I believe that's how we do it. I'm just going to check. It's been a while. So I do apologise. It's been over a week, but I think we just roll 2. Imagination, yeah, 2d6, and we've got to roll equal to or less. So a 7 or less, and he rolls a 5, a 4 and a 1, so he doesn't lose any insanity. That is absolutely brilliant. He does have a memory now. If he gets 2 memories, he can cash it in for another skill. Alright, but we were hoping to get one of his own memories there, but unfortunately we didn't. Right, that is it for Nick. Next up is Helena. And here we are with Helena. She has got the yellow base. What she's going to do is she is going to run, but she's not going to run the full 5. She's only going to run 4. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's going to end up in D3 here. She's not going to pick anything up because she's running, and even if she just walked, she could only get to D2. And she wouldn't have had any actions left to pick that up. And when you run, you can't do anything else. So she's just getting a bit of a shift on, and she's gone to D3 here. So that is it for her. Next up is going to be Bernard Smith. And here we are with Bernard. Green base. He's got 4 actions, remember. So he's going to go 1, 2 into here, and then he's going to search. So he's got an imagination of... What's your imagination, Bernard? It's 6, and I think he's only going to get 6 dice as well. The reason for that is, yes, he got rid of one of his memories that was giving him a bonus. He traded it in for one of his skills. But before we actually roll for that, we'll take this off, and we'll actually find out what is in that locker. So we'll pull the locker bag of funkiness, go in, we'll pick one out. There we go, some filing cabinets. And what do we have here? Oh, so it's only 2 for a weapon, that's good, and 2 for meds. So if we manage to get 4 successes, we can have meds and a weapon. He's got 3. So, in fact, he can only get 1 thing. So if he gets 4, we'll probably get some equipment. However, let's see what he does get. He's rolling 6 dice. 4, 5 and 6 count as a success. He gets 2 6s, and that's it. So he only got 2. He's got 2 weapons. Should I get a medication? And... if you got in fact, yeah, I could have got a weapon and a medication, because medication are all small, aren't they? So that wouldn't have counted. But I think we will get a weapon. Yes, we'll get a weapon. So that goes into the box. And we'll get the weapon deck. I just love getting weapons. Hopefully this won't be a large weapon, because then we'll have to get rid of something. So let's give it a cut, see what we get. The wooden cross. So that's 4 dice, and what does holy do? I'll have to look that up, but it's got 7 durability, so that's pretty good. And yeah, it's not large, so that'll be all right. So he's got the wooden cross that he's picked up. I'll put that with the rest of his stuff over here. Yes, and sorted all that out. So he still has 1 action remaining. He moved twice, he searched, found himself a wooden cross. He's got 1 thing left to do, so he's going to move into D2 here. So there we go, we've moved into this suite of rooms here, and that is it for our character phase. We know what that means. Oh yes, it's the monster phase. And here we are at the monster phase, which means a movement card. So let's give it a quick shuffle. And whoop, a cut. And see what we get. Oh, we've got a red star. Damn it. No event this time, so at least we haven't got that. We've got a red star. We'll just do the memory and the movement of the warden first. So the memory will be going to, that's a 6, B6. So we have got 1 memory token, the one we just picked up. That's going to B6, so there's 2 on B6 now, right up at the top of the board. Then we get warden movement, so he's going to go from A12 across to B1. So that's the warden movement. And we've got a red surge star. What does that mean? In the mist, it means the basic monsters in the mist gain +1 to attack rolls and +1 to attack die this turn. That's okay, because the mist is up in A quadrant and we are in D quadrant, so we'll live with that. And now we've got monster movement. I'll just go away, do the monster movement. In fact, I'll do the first bit of the monster movement on camera, because we do have this firewall token here. So who's going to move in first? It doesn't really matter. It's going to be one of these guys. So they move there, and boom, he gets hit by the firewall, the mental patient. And that is an attack by Helena. Let's check firewall. It's 5 dice with fire. So we'll roll 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fire means we can ignore the mental patient's defense. And she hits on a 4+. So that's 1, 2 hits onto the mental patient. We haven't killed it, unfortunately. We could have done with killing it, because then we could have got rid of one of the cooldowns. We did kill like a couple of nurses this turn, but Beatrice, she didn't have any cooldowns, so we didn't have to bother with that. So, and because you get +1 on attack rolls for the pistol, we didn't have to bother with any durability damage on the pistol either, which is good. That's why it's such an awesome weapon. So we've moved him, sorted him out. I'll move all the rest. Because the firewall token's gone, this guy will be alright, so he can just move in here. The other one moved down here. He moves 2. 1, 2. And is there any others we can see? Yes, he comes through here. He comes into here. He moves down here to try to catch these guys. This one moves to there. He's going to try and get through this door shortly. And there is one just showing up here. 1, 2, a scavenger. He goes onto the central space. And I don't think you can see any Others, I'll just move those off camera and then we'll do the spawn. Okay, I just moved 3 mental patients. They're all right at the top of the board, so they're nowhere near us at the moment. So, spawning. First of all, we're going to spawn a mental patient. So let's see where it's going to go. And that's 10. D10. We could have done without that. D10's over here. So can we just see it? It's just in that corner there. There are 2 memory tokens there as well. So he's at reception. And where is the scavenger going to go? The scavenger is going to go to... D4's gone for Burton. Get in. Right. What did we end up? Oh, another D. D4. Ah. Oh, 1, 2, 3. So we got a bit lucky there. It's in D4, which is up here. Whew. If it'd been D1, 2, or 3, we'd have been in for some laughs because it would have attacked. Okay, right. So we've done the movement card. We can discard that and put the movement deck back. And that is it for turn 22. Let's move on with turn 23. And here we are at turn 23. First things first, we move the first player marker. It is going to be Nicholas. Oh, all these markers for... it's for the mist, isn't it? Because we didn't kill anything, we didn't kill a basic monster actually in the A quadrant where the mist is. That's why we haven't got any more of those. So we were able to ignore that last turn. So Nicholas is going to go first. He's got no cooldowns. Again, the only person who's got cooldowns is Helena. So Hypnotising Eyes is going to go down to 1 and Firewall is going to go down to 2. That is it for all the cooldowns. Nobody else has got cooldowns. So next up, it's going to be Nick. So let's get back to the board. And here we are with Nick. He's got the red base. Now, we've had a conspicuous lack of success with Nick. He's been doing okay, but he hasn't really shone. And this is his opportunity to shine. So what's he going to do? First of all, he is going to activate one of his skills. And he's going to activate room by room. Now this doesn't cost anything. He's going to move 2 spaces in any direction and he's going to gain +1 to attack rolls and avoidance 5 for this round. So he's putting that onto cooldown. And he's going to move 2. So he's going to go 1, 2 into this space. Then he's going to use his passive ability, which is Unstoppable. Use 1 action and put any skill on cooldown as if it was used to remove a door token from your space. So he's got a door token on his space. He's going to put Shifting Strike on 5 cooldown. And he's just going to remove that door. Because he is unstoppable. So he's opened that door. So that's cost him 1 action up until now. Room by room didn't cost an action. However, Unstoppable did. So he's got 2 actions left. He's going to use 1 to move into space 6 here. And we have a mental patient. He is going to attack. But first of all, he's going to attack with the scalpel. So this is 4 dice and we gain a free attack with this weapon each turn. So we're going to get a free attack with this. So we need 4 dice. And can I fit this in somewhere? I think it'll just fit in there. Can we see it? We can. So 4 dice. And unfortunately, he doesn't have any sort of fire. So the defense of the mental patient is going to kick in. But he gets a 6. He gets a 5. Both of those are hits. And I think that 4 and another 5, that's a hit. But he gets a 1, unfortunately. So that is going to put a durability loss on the scalpel. So it's got 1 durability loss out of 6, which is unfortunate. Bummer. But he did get 3 hits. So we take one off, take the lowest one off because of the defense of the mental patient. That is 2 hits, which is a good start. So we've got 2 hits on this guy. Then for his final action, he's going to attack again, but this time he's going to use the Lobotomy spike. And that's 4 dice as well, but if we roll at least 1 6, we can add a chaos die and for free. So here's hoping we roll a 6. So we've got 4 dice. Come on. And we didn't roll a 6 and we got 2 1s. Damn it. We did get 1 hit, but unfortunately he's going to shrug that off because he has got a defense. So that's a bummer. We only got 2 hits on the mental patient, and I'm afraid, Nick, you're just not doing it for the team, man. Mind you, that's a little unfair. At least he has opened the door. So he's done something. Right, so that was Nicholas Jackson's turn. Next up, it is Helena Swann. And here we are with Helena, yellow base. What's she going to do? She is going to search. So she's got an imagination of 7, which is pretty good. So, let's get this. And let's find what we've got. So, filing cabinets again. And 2 for a weapon. I was hoping 2 for a weapon. The main reason for that is she hasn't got one. So, if we can get a weapon, that's great. So we'll get rid of that. Pop that over here. And let's see if she can actually get something. So we've got to roll 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 5s and 6s are successes. Come on, Helena. You can do it, kid. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. That's pretty good. So with that, what can we get? We can get equipment and we can get a weapon, or we could just get some medicine, but we'll get equipment and a weapon. Get rid of that. So that is excellent. So first of all, we'll draw the equipment. And we could do something good here. She's only got 2 inventory. She's got the Necronomicon and the Scarecrow hat. So long as these 2 aren't large, we should be able to keep them both. What's this? Zombie's Teeth. Used to automatically pass an imagination test. Excellent. And it's got 2 on it. So brilliant. Zombie Teeth, 2 durability. So that's a good one. And let's see as regards weapons. Yeah, she could do with a good weapon here. Then she can have a go at this mental patient. These are meds. Yeah, clown. Weapons, not medication, you donut. Oh, help me. Right. Let's see what we've got as regards weapons. Ooh, what's this? Deodorant and lighter. So 6 dice plus fire. Brilliant. It's only got 4 durability, but this'll do. Excellent. Just the job. The fire is brilliant, because we're looking to get rid of a mental patient, and it's yeah, normal sized, so we can keep that, and we can keep the zombie teeth. So that is all of her inventory filled at the moment, and so that was just one action. Her second action, she's going to step into here, and she is going to use that deodorant and lighter and try and kill this guy. So, was it 4 dice? No, 6 dice. So we're going to be rolling 6 dice. And come on. 6 dice. She hits on a 4+. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. We didn't roll any 1s. Brilliant. It's got fire, so all 4 go through. She kills him. Brilliant. Got rid of him. So he's not going to be a problem in the monster phase. That's great. Alright, so I think that was her last action. Yeah, 1 to search, 2 to move, 3 to fireball that mental patient in effect. She likes fire, doesn't she? She does like her fire. And I like it that she likes fire. So, good. Well done, you. More power to you, Helena. You're a star. Okay, so that's Helena's go. Next up is going to be Bernard. And here we are with Bernard. Green base. What's he going to do? First 2 actions, he's going to move. So he's going to go 1, 2 into space 6. And then he's going to use his favourite combo. Yep, he is going to use hit and run. So with melee weapon, he gains 2 range and an extra die. So we'll mark that off. He's using hit and run. Doesn't cost anything. And he's also going to use dual wield, which doesn't cost anything. And he attacks with 2 different weapons as 1 action. So excellent. I love this combo for Bernard. He's going to be using the bone blade, which is 5 dice, and the kitchen knife, which is 4 dice. And he gets to modify the result of the kitchen knife by 1. So that's pretty good. Okay, so he runs up 1, 2 to this guy, and he attacks with 9 dice. We'll have 4 for the kitchen knife, the 4 brown ones. Those are the kitchen knife. And he gets 6 for the bone blade, is it? Because he gets +1 through, just let me check, hit and run. Gains an extra die. We'll give that to the bone blade. So that's going to be 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 and 4. He's rolling 10 dice. Come on. But he does have 1 defense, remember. Ooh, and he hits on a 5+. So he got a 1. That was on the bone blade. So the bone blade does take a durability loss, unfortunately. And so these 3s miss. Just take out the ones that aren't going to hit first. That 3 misses. And he doesn't get +1, does he, for anything? Oh, the kitchen knife, he can make 1 go up, can't he? But he didn't have a 4. So, yeah, he gets 2 hits there. I think we've killed it anyway. As regards the bone blade, the 1 and the 2 miss. So get rid of those. But the 6 hits, the 5 hits, and the 4 hits. And the defense gets rid of the 4. Oh, did the 4 hit? Yes, because... oh no, because you don't get +1 on it, do we? So we only got 3 hits. Curse it! Because we lose one of these 5s. I think I did that right. But, yeah. What a bummer. I didn't get something extra that I've missed, have I? Just checking. No. Urgh. Damn it. So we just got 3 onto him. Just check, I think the mental patient needs 4 hits, yeah. So we only got 3 on him. How annoying. So we got 3 hits onto that guy. So we moved 1, 2, then he did his hit and run and he goes back 2. And that's that, isn't it? 1, 2, action to attack, back. He's got 1 action left. Well, I don't particularly want him to move anywhere. Can he search there? I think that counts as space 6. Yes, we're in space 6, I think, here. Or do we have to get... No, he's not. That's not in space 6. That's the other side. I think the counter will count. Counter will count as delineating a space, so I don't think he can search that. So he's got 1 action left. Is there anything worthwhile him doing? For example, he could trade with one of the other 2. Is there anything he wants to trade for? Don't think so. I think what we will do is... Oh! I'm thinking of the Tamazepam from Nicholas Jackson. He'll trade that, I think. Yes. He'll trade that for the human skin mask. He'll give the human skin mask to Nicholas, and he will take the Tamazepam. So that frees up a slot for him, because Tamazepam actually is small, so it doesn't take up a slot. And yes, we'll do that. So for his last action, his 4th action, he's just traded with Nick. Okay, that's it for Bernard. Our final player is Beatrice. And here we are with Beatrice. She's here. She's going to move 1, and then she is going to pick up this baby. So let's get her memory deck. We will give it a shuffle, and we'll probably get memory strip number 2. And we get... Oh, memory strip 5. So at least it's different. Not every moment in the asylum is miserable. A stray puppy appeared one day, and it has been cheering up the patients ever since. You go to play with it, but discover that someone has put sharp objects in his food. The dog is shrieking loudly while you struggle to get the needles out of his tongue and mouth. The noise is alarming other patients. They will assume that you hurt the puppy and beat you senseless. Nice. So we've got to roll an imagination test. If we fail, put D3 mental patients on your space. Oh no! And she's the last to go. Oh right, we've got to pass this imagination test. Hang on while I check. She got anything that helps. Oh no. No, she hasn't. Okay, right. Spot ball, we've got to pass this imagination test. And of course, her imagination is 6. So we've got to get a 6 or below. Oh no. And we get an 8. So we failed. So we get D3 mental patients. Okay. So we're going to roll a D6. We're going to roll that was a 3. And hope it continues rolling low. 1, 2 is 1. 3, 4 is 2. And 5, 6 is 3. Come on. Roll low. 3, 2 mental patients we get. Oh, that's horrendous. What a horrible memory. So 2 mental patients have appeared from nowhere. We do get to keep that. So we'll put it over here on her player area. Put her memories back. That is a horrendous memory. Beaty. But that was a second action, wasn't it? She moved 1, so she only got 1 action left. She's gonna have to fire at these guys. She's in some real bother because we've got 2. But it was going a bit too swimmingly for us, wasn't it? So she's going to use her pistol. 5 dice. Fortunately, again, we do have fire, so she'll go for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She hits on a 3+. We get +1 anyway from the pistol, so it's a 2+. So hit, 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 hit. 5 hits. The defense doesn't come into it anyway, so at least she's killed 1. So we got rid of him. But we have still got 1 left because she is out of actions. I'm just going to check her skills to see if she's got a skill that doesn't require an action that can help her. We are going to use one of her skills because we're coming up to the monster phase. She's going to use Dancing Queen. It's a defense. It has a cost of none. Recover 2 health. We haven't lost any health, but we do gain avoidance 4 for this round. So that will hopefully help us because we are going to get attacked by that mental patient. So Dancing Queen is going on to cooldown. Okay, that's it for Beatrice, who was horrendously unlucky there, I think. So, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. We have been doing rather well and getting away with things, but it hasn't lasted, and Beatrice is in a spot of bother. Okie dokie. The mistake I made there, the tactical error I made there, is obviously picking something up with the last player. Always try and pick stuff up with one of the earlier players, especially if you're all together, because it means the other ones can help out if something like that happens. But yeah, if she takes a few damage, she takes a few damage, but yes, that is a bit of a blow. Okay, right, that's it for Beatrice, that's it for the character phase. Next up, oh yes, it's the monster phase. And here we are, the monster phase. We'll keep zoomed in because then we can actually see where things get spawned when we roll the dice. And our movement card is no event this time. We're doing well on that. We do get Warden movement, so he moves to B2. Remember, if he gets to B12 and we haven't finished the mist, then we, well, have lost the game. We get a mental patient and a scavenger, but first of all, we've got to do monster movement. I'm going to go... Oh no, I'm not going to go away and do monster movement, because first of all, we'll resolve this attack. This mental patient is going to attack. So, I think it's been a while since we've had an attack by a monster. So, he's not got any special skills, that's good. He's got 5 dice, and he's not going to move, so the action doesn't come into it, and he hits on a 5+. So 5 dice to hit on a 5+. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully he's going to miss. She has avoidance 4+ with Dancing Queen, so that'll come in if he gets any hits. So 2 6s, damn it. So that's 2 hits, a 5, look at that, 3 6s and a 5. I just cannot believe it, that's 4 hits. Well, we're going to take these. She's a Dancing Queen, so if we roll these again and we get over 4 or over, they won't count. So we need another high roll off these dice, come on. Yes, brilliant. So we got 2 5s again and a 6. That means she avoided those because she's a Dancing Queen. Only 17. But the 2, she didn't manage to avoid that one. So she took 1 hit. So we'll put 1 damage marker onto her. And she's now got 6 health left. But that's okay. We can deal with that. After she got 4 damage, oof, it's a good job that we activated Dancing Queen. So we've got away with that a little, and you can bet she's going to make him pay next turn. Right, I'm going to get on with the monster movement, so I'll do that off camera, and I'll come back when we do the spawn of the mental patient and the scavenger. Okay, I've done monster movement. These 2 guys, the scavengers, they're going this way because there is an open door here. They're going to come out here behind this counter, but from what I can see, I believe there's just a white line along the counter, so I think they can actually get over it. And similarly, I think we'd be able to get over to this side. It's just a question of vaulting over the counter, isn't it? So I think that's fine, but it does count as a separate space in here. This guy, he's obviously moved up one, but we should be able to get rid of him. He didn't move because obviously he's on the space with a character, so he's not going to move. And these guys, they're moving across here, following us, and we've got a few more up here, and they're just making their way to D quadrant. Right, let's do the spawn. First of all, we have a mental patient. I'm sick of these mental patients. Oh, I'm sick of that coming out of me bloody out my dice cup as well. Come on. C4. Well, it makes a change that they don't come in D quadrant. So C4 is in the corner over there. And the scavenger, where's that going? The scavenger is going in C3, which is over here as well. So at least they didn't come in D quadrant. That's pretty cool. Right, I'm going to pull out, and what we'll do is we'll just have a quick look at where everything is, and that'll be it for today's episode. And there we are. That's the end of turn 23. Let's pop this up here out of the way, and we can discard that and put the movement back. We didn't get a star, did we? So there was no surge problems. Yep, here we are. Everything's sort of moving down here. This guy's going to come through this locked door. He's going to... Oh no, he can't get through a locked door, can he? He's going to come out of this door. Yeah, he's going to make his way out of here. Because, yeah, there are two locked doors, so he can't get out of those. Guy here, who was in the water tower, he's just making his way down here. And this guy who spawned in the loo, he's making his way down here as well to cut him off. Yeah, we're alright. The mist is still up in A quadrant, and we've got a long way to go to get there. So I think we're going to have quite a lot of warden movement we can't do anything about. So it is going to be a bit of a race against time, because the way I see it, we'll probably get all the way to A quadrant, and then we'll get a blue star. The mist will move again, probably down to C quadrant, and we won't be able to actually catch the quadrant that the mist is in. We'll see how we go on anyway. That's just me being pessimistic, isn't it? Come on, Paul, be upbeat. Yeah, it's not going to move. We're going to get there. We're going to get 3 twins. And one thing I have noticed, the wooden cross we got, it had the holy symbol. Well, if you use a wooden cross on an ethereal opponent, for example the twins, they get no defence whatsoever. So I can see Bernard handing that off to our best fighter, who happens to be Beatrice, and she's going to put a hurting on them with a wooden cross. So good stuff. Okay, right, so that is it for episode 12. I hope you enjoyed it. There was actually peril in this episode for good old Beatty down there, and next episode we're going to try and make our way up here to A quadrant and see if we can generate some of these twins. We've got a body to search on the way. We've got a couple of these memory shrines, though didn't work out for Beatty just then, but I think they're worthwhile picking up. May as well go for it. She's definitely gonna try and do it again, and because even if she gets a crappy memory, she'll have 2, and she'll be able to, as a free action, you can put them in for another skill, and I'd like her to get another skill. Other than that, good episode. Everybody did well. Beatty was a bit unlucky, but other than that, you know, we've covered off Nick. Nick needs to improve, but he's not stinking the place out. He's doing, you know, okay. Just enough. But we need more. We need more from Nick. And, yeah, that is it. Okay. thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscriptions, for all the likes and dislikes, and for all the views. It's marvellous. Thank you very much. Anybody who's been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you. Although I don't think you can vote for me at the moment. I think they're on the changeover to 2020. And oh yes, BGG. Anybody who's gone to BGG to like the video threads over there, thumb them, or drop Geek Gold, anything like that, thank you very much. Thank you to the people still watching. I know I'm down into the hundreds in this particular one. I don't think people actually enjoy it that much. Perhaps it's because I'm not in trouble. The strategy's been working, but yeah, hopefully if a bit more trouble kicks in, people might start watching. If it doesn't improve the viewing figures, I'll just cut it at the mist, I think. As regards the game though, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's like a little skirmish game, surprisingly enough. I didn't think it'd be like that, but it's really, it's a bit of a brain bender. You've got to think about your turn. You've got to think about what you're doing. As I said, I dropped a boo-boo there by having our last player actually pick up the memory token. I thought she'd be okay because she's got the pistol, and in a way she was okay, but she just got a bit lucky because she was able to use Dancing Queen and got away with it. Otherwise she'd have taken 4 damage, and she only has 7 health, so she'd have been really up against it then. But as it turns out, she got away with a minor flesh wound. Okay, yep, so those of you that have been watching, thank you. And oh yes, something to mention, I've also started a digital playthrough because, as you know, I'm on shift work, so I'm doing Conan Exiles, which is excellent. Doug Herring did a playthrough a bit ago, if you want to check his out. It's a lot of fun. I do play it on when I come home from shift. I don't have enough time to do the board game and do all the recording and stuff, but I can do a bit of digital board gaming because obviously it's a lot easier to record because it's already on the PC, as it were, and I just record it as I go along. So I've done a couple of episodes of that. I hope you enjoy it. And the reason I picked Conan Exiles is you can sort of, when you log off, it automatically saves and stuff, and I can also play it without having to continually record because there's a lot of gathering resources and stuff in it that's very boring. So it means I can just pick and choose when something exciting's happening and just switch the recording on and then upload it very quickly. The other reason for picking Conan Exiles is I managed to pick up a King's Pledge of Conan the board game. I was devastated. I missed the original Kickstarter. I don't know how. And I've been looking for a King's Pledge for ages. I finally splashed out on one. They are having a Kickstarter. They started a Beyond the Monolith Kickstarter, which they binned, and they've replaced it with just a Conan one with solo co-op rules, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to get right on that. So I got the King's Pledge with loads of minis. Tons and tons and tons of minis, but I really like the look of the game, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. So what I'll do, probably after Lobotomy, I will probably play that. So we'll have Conan digital, and we'll have Conan board game, and we'll have an old Conan thing going on, a Robert E. Howard month. And after I play that, I'll go to Arkham Horror 2nd edition, I think. We've got another one of Wolfpack 48's what are the scenarios, which is I think it's Quatchel Uteus and the Dust deck, so that's a pretty tough scenario, so we'll do that after Conan. And then after that I think I'll play is it Dead Souls, something Souls, that the video game, but I'm going to be playing the board game equivalent of it. Sumptuous game. Finally, the Kickstarter third wave came in, so I've got everything for it now. Apparently, when it was just the first wave, it suffered a few problems, and there have been a few, a few variant rules used in that one to improve the game. But with the apparently it's a lot better now everybody's got all the content, so I'm going to do that after Arkham Horror. Right, so that's the next 6 months sorted. Once again, thanks very much for watching. Oh, as ever, if I've made a boo-boo anywhere, please let me know and I will try and change it for next turn. But other than that, yes, I think that is it. So thank you for watching. I hope you will join me for episode 13, unlucky for some, but until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.